السلام عليكم حسون، حياك الله. معك شمسي مع الوالدة هنا، حفظها الله. هاي الوالدة، تهلا في الوالدة إن شاء الله أخي، والدراسة كذلك، وحضورنا إن شاء الله. الآن 100%. شوف يعني. I'm going to pray, come on.
Sorry, bro. Oops.
لا حقين تفريق.
What? Fuck's crazy, man. Where's Shamsi? Everyone should be sad. Saying that to impose that on someone else when you can't get consent from them.
No.
No.
He never failed. He never failed.
Someone that's not a childish heckler. No, on the topic. Okay. There are no questions on the topic, then I'll take any questions about any aspect of the Christian faith. What we believe, what our values are, what our history is, what our traditions are, what our customs are. So this brother got in first. I'll take his question, then yours. If it's a Bible verse, get the Bible first. Yes. Right. So the question is, do I believe that Jesus is the angel of the Lord in the Old Testament, who is described in the Johanic text as the word of the Lord? The answer to both of these questions is yes. Over to you, sir. What's your question?
Yes, my question is, as you are Christian, have your specific approach.
I can't hear you, sir. Sorry.
About your Christian approach, it is very special. What do you think about the persecution of the Zionist country called Israel from 75 years of occupation, colonization and spoliation of Palestine, land of Christianity? And all Christians there are persecuted from 75 years until now.
Okay, let me answer that question.
So what do you think?
I'm just about to answer that question,
without
sir.
talking about Muslims.
Sorry. Right. Firstly, no Muslim gets to tell me what to do in the park. And because he tried to tell me what to do, I'm going to start by talking about Christian Muslims.
Did you
Hamas,
ask me if I am Muslim or not?
Hamas persecutes Palestinian Christians. Hamas is an Islamist organisation
champion of the word of diversion.
to Sharia law.
You are
And
coward.
in Sharia law,
Coward.
Christians are considered dhimmis. Dhimmis are second-class Christians
We know that.
in the Islamic world, and Christians in Palestine are persecuted by Hamas.
We are not stupid here.
Christians
Answer about my question.
do not
Answer my
have the
question
right
directly.
to practice
Answer,
their faith
coward.
fully and completely under the laws of Hamas. Conversion to Christianity is illegal in Hamas. All of you should never allow this debate to be hijacked by those who are apologists for terrorist outfits, who try to present this argument as supporting Palestinians or supporting Israel. Right now, the choice is supporting peace-loving Palestinians, who are the Christians, and those who agree with the Christians, and Islamist sympathizers of Hamas.
You are extremists.
No.
You are racist.
To come to the main point of the question, and notice how they're triggered. Notice, ladies and gentlemen, how they don't condemn the discrimination and the persecution of Christians. Don't believe the lies. If you don't believe me, go and speak to the Christians of the Muslim world and ask them what it meant to be treated like a dhimmi. Don't ask the Muslim apologist. They're just going to lie to you. Go and speak to the Middle Eastern Christians and ask them for yourselves. And they will tell you who is lying, and they will tell you that I am speaking the truth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to answer the question directly that he asked, as I've already said multiple times, the persecution that is being carried out by the settler movement needs to be tackled by the international community. Injustices by the state of Israel should be called out. But let's recognise that Israel can be spoken to. Israel can be educated. Israel can be reasoned with. Hamas cannot.
You are teaching an un-Christian divisive teaching. May your God come to you and reveal to you this division is wrong.
Jesus Christ said, I have not come to bring peace, but the sword, to turn daughter against mother, son against father, brother against brother, for he who is not worth he who chooses mother, father, brothers and sisters over me are not worthy of me. Jesus himself taught. Why are you harassing a woman? Notice the Islamist apologist is swearing at a Christian woman. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how all Christians will be treated by Islamist dogs like this.
I'm a dog. I'm a dog.
By Islamist dogs like this.
I'm a dog.
Who harass
I'm a dog.
women because they think, yes, you're an Islamist dog. Yes.
That's very nice of
Treating
you.
a woman,
Which woman?
you're treating a woman, you swore at a woman. Are you big and hard because you're picking on a small woman? Are you big and hard? And am I scared, bro? Am I scared, bro? You're trying to be intimidating. You're not scary. You're trying to treat me like a dhimmi. I've got news for you. No one is your dhimmi. Apologize to the woman and then I'll apologize to you.
Okay, I'm bad. My bad. I lost my
Don't say
temper.
sorry to her and I'll apologize to you.
I'm sorry. I just lost my temper.
So can I listen now?
Oh yeah, but he's screaming all this stuff.
I owe you an apology now.
Can I
That's why I got mad. I was like, he's saying all this wild stuff and he can't even respond.
Okay, brother.
There you go.
On account of your apology, I apologise. No, let me finish. I want to apologise for calling you a dog and any other insult that I threw in your direction. I take them back on account of your apology to the lady. Okay, well, what do you want to do?
So what I agree with you, so there are some issues to be tackled within certain views of Islam. There are some people who take things too far and I don't understand how it's supposed to treat Christians and Jews in the Sharia understanding. I understand that, but I don't think that's the same thing as saying we should not be standing behind these people. I think we can admit that Hamas needs a bit of change, but I don't think that means we shouldn't be wholeheartedly putting our hands behind resistance in Palestine.
Right. So do you want me to reply to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, I think that you're naive. Let me finish. I think that you're naive in your understanding of what Islam requires in its treatment of Christians. If you look at the commentary, and we're about to do it after I've given you a right to reply, if you look at the commentary of Surah 9:29 given by classical Muslim scholars. Well, okay, fine. I mean, that does change things. It does change things. Fair enough. I didn't realise you were sure. But if you look at Sharia law as practiced by the Iranian state, Christians don't have equal rights with Muslims. I'll give you an example. So in Iran, if a Christian man and a Christian woman are in relationship, and I know 3 Christians personally that are all in relationships with Muslim women, under Iranian law, that marriage is illegal. Right. But if a Muslim man is in a relationship with a Christian woman, that marriage can be legal. Let me finish. So here's my example. I'm landing now. So in that example, what we see is that Christians do not have equal rights with Muslims under Islamic law. Do you agree with the law or do you condemn the law?
No, I agree with that. I'll tell you why. No, hold on, because we can look to the UK. Can I in the UK have my 4 wives? Can I have 4 wives under the UK, legal UK 4 wives? No, I can't have my full Islamic right to wives under the legal system. I can have the nikah. I can't have the 4 legal wives under the system. I can't also just slaughter a goat for Eid by myself. I can't do these certain things too. There are certain things within any law of the land you're not going to be able to do. I don't think Christian women not being able to date Muslim men or things. I don't think that's stuff a real. I mean, man, that's Islam. That's the teachings. That's like saying anything to do with religion.
Okay, so let me reply to your point. It's very well made. But what you've missed is that under a law like that, a Christian cannot have 4 wives either. No one can have 4 wives. In other words, what I'm saying to you is that Christians, according to the Old Testament, and we inherit that philosophy, believe in a principle of equality under the law. In other words, I believe that there should be one law for everyone. But let me finish, I didn't interrupt you. But under Sharia law, there's one set of laws for Christians and another set of laws for Muslims. And these laws treat them differently. Let me give you another example. In Iran, if a Christian wants to become a Muslim, that's legal. But if a Muslim wants to become a Christian, that is illegal. There are hangings of Christians that are happening in Iran. And therefore, once again, we see that Christians are not under equal treatment under the law. So your argument is not valid because I am just saying to you that Christianity is better. Because in Christianity, you would be governed by the same law that governs me and they'd be identical. But if you had your way, I would be treated by a separate set of laws than how you would be treated that would place me at a disadvantage.
See, that just brings to the question of, is this idea that we should all have such a liberal world government really the thing that we need? Because as we can see, the Western philosophical tradition, I'm sure you're familiar, they start privileging epistemology over metaphysics. They go away. We get atheism, we get this existentialism. And what has this done for the majority? Me and you both believe there's certain conditions to go to a place called heaven, right? Now, has this wave of atheism, this wave of liberalism, this freedom, has it opened the doors for more salvation or more people that ever rejected religion and going to hell?
Right. So your first mistake is thinking that I'm a liberal. I'm not liberal. My politics aren't liberal. So I don't believe in the Enlightenment settlement. I don't believe that Christians should get in bed with liberalism, right? Because liberalism is allowing people who support what I would call toxic values and toxic beliefs, like the reintroduction of slavery, like the idea of child marriage, like the idea of discrimination on the basis of religion and creating 2 kinds of laws, like wiping out anyone who's not a Jew, a Christian, or a Muslim. Those kinds of toxic values are tolerated by liberalism. I would not tolerate them. I would deal with them, right? And the reason why I would deal with them is whether a Christian advocates for them, or a Jew advocates for them, or a Muslim advocates for them. They just are abhorrent values. So don't make me mistake me for a liberal. Now,